questions for Seth?
So Seth, just start your off season, obviously chaotic. Give us your thought process as the whole thing transpired.
Personally, the thought process was control what you can control and just continue to work through what's going on around you.
What were you controlling?
Just, being in the gym every day, stuff like that, and that's pretty much it. That's all I could control.
You just played the scrimmage. You're allowed to talk about that now. What were some of your thoughts on that first scrimmage and how you guys operated and interacted together?
I thought we played well. Definitely there's some things that, we have to improve on, but that's what those scrimmages are for. But I think considering that it was our first time really being a team and being together, I thought we did really well.
How much do you really know these guys? I mean, not a lot of open gym. I mean, a lot of these guys didn't get here till beginning of school. I mean, you guys are still trying to learn each other, right?
Right, but the good thing is off the court, we're always around each other. We're building chemistry and camaraderie that way, just hanging out, doing team activities together. And, the good thing about that is I feel like I've known these guys my whole life, doing stuff like that. So
when they zig, and do they zag, or are they still? Or is that all coming together a little bit on the floor?
Yeah, it's starting to come together. Naturally, over time, things like that, they just become second nature. You know what a guy likes, you know what a guy doesn't like, but it's coming together, though.
Seth, Coach has been talking about through the preseason about how he's kind of revamping, changing the offense, changing the offensive philosophy, spacing. So obviously the scrimmage was kind of really your guys' first chance to see it against somebody different. Just what did it look like? How did it feel playing in it against someone new? And what's the good and bad and ugly of it, I guess?
Playing the system, the new system, it's good. It's gonna work. I feel like it's gonna work. I feel like we're gonna be really good in it. Also, I feel like too, like naturally, there's things you could improve on, spacing and stuff like that. But that just comes with reps, and then again, chemistry, camaraderie. Some guys may not like the corner shot. Maybe he likes a shot on the break. It just depends on stuff like that. But I think it all in all is gonna be good for us.
You took a lot of shots last year, a lot of tough shots, but mid-range shots. Could this offense suit someone with your capabilities, do you think?
Definitely. There's a sense of freedom, and there's a sense of ability to make reads and stuff like that. So I feel like that'll definitely help and, be good.
Is there a shot you don't like?
No comment.
Playing with Kerr, is he a different style point that you've dealt with, and what do you have to do when he's out there?
Definitely is different. Naturally, you have to always have your head on a swivel because you don't know where he's gonna throw the ball. You know what I mean? Like he might throw it behind his head, he might throw it behind his back. You never know what's gonna happen. So you got to have your head on a swivel and just be ready to knock down shots.
You've been through, shall we say, a spectator on a lot of things going on since you got here, between Huggins, the transfer portal, the guys coming and going, and the likes. How important has, you said you sort of retired to the gym, and
right.
How important has that time been to just clear your head and shoot baskets?
It's very important. All my life, basketball's been a kind of like safe haven, a place where I go to clear my mind and stuff like that. When there's distractions and stuff I can't control, so that's the one thing I know I can't control. Like what I'm doing in the gym and stuff like that. So it's been vital. It's been important.
You could have transferred this off season. Well, you decided not to. Why? And what went through your thoughts?
To be honest, I'm a man of faith. Prayed about it, and my heart was here. I wanted to be here, regardless of what was going on. That's where I wanted to be. So I stayed.
How do you guys become a better rebounding team?
Practice. That's about it.
A gang rebounding team.
Definitely. When you got a guy like Jesse Cook, the bigs that we have, Q, naturally, you think they're gonna go get all the rebounds, but at the same time, though, as guards and wings, we got to go help as well.
So when you guys play on Friday in front of the crowd for the first time, obviously a lot of fans have known what the programs look like over the last few. So when they see it on Friday, is it going to look drastically different, a little bit different? Your thoughts there? I mean,
To that, I'm gonna say they gotta wait and see. I think it's gonna, like I said, all in all, I think it's gonna be good. But wait and see. It's gonna be fun.
Not a very deep team, so I guess all hands on deck, right, for this team. Everybody's got to go in with the mindset, I'm going to be needed.
Yeah, definitely. But I feel like with any team, that should be the mindset anyway. Because at the end of the day, we all got the same goal. We all want to, win games and obviously play the last game of the season. So I feel like that's the mentality the whole time.
What did you work on to improve your own individual game in the offseason?
Working on reads, shot selection, stuff like that. Figuring out what's a good shot, what's a bad shot, and then actually working on, handling the ball more, stuff like that. But just trying to touch up all parts of my game, improve the weaknesses, and keep the strengths to strengths.
What's Josh like as a head coach?
Josh is great. Josh is great. Him steering the ship with the staff we have, I love it. I have all the faith in the world in him, and I'll run through a wall for all of them. So.
Treadmill retired?
Mm-hmm.
Is Treadmill retired?
Yeah.
So far, but I don't want to jinx it, son. So far, but I don't want to jinx it.
But it's still there.
It's still there. It's still there. We still use it. It was more of a conditioning off-season tool, but I don't want to talk it up because y'all might mention it at the next interview.
Ruoff working with you. Who's the guards coach?
Jordan McCabe and Ruoff. I think they split. But I've been mainly putting a lot of work in with Ruoff though, personally.
What's he teaching?
Like off-ball reads, stuff that he used to be good at. I'm trying to also implement that in my game as well.
Has Josh had one of those moments yet at practice where he's erupted, or has he been pretty calm and cool, or what sets him off?
It's been pretty calm. It's been pretty calm, cool. Naturally, he gets after us, if we're messing up. But the beauty of it is we do have an older team, so a lot of times, we kind of handle our situations, before it even gets to that point.
So you were talking earlier about learning about good shots versus bad. I mean, you made a lot of tough shots last year, so I'm kind of wondering when you evaluate what you were able to do last year. I mean, there's kind of a unique ability to be able to do that. Mm-hmm. Some of those shots, though, probably wouldn't be classified as good shots. So just kind of take me through that thought process and how that's maybe changed for you.
A lot of times, we're just working on, timing of shots, looking at, shot clock situation, those things like that. Nothing to do with taking away natural aggression or ability, but just, making sure that we implement also as well, like I said, timing and knowing when certain shots are needed and when not.
Green light. Is he pretty good, Josh, with the players? Green light, good shot, that kind of thing?
Yeah. We have a saying, we never get mad at a bad shot, at a good open shot. So, like, we never get mad, like, say, for instance, you miss a open one. If it's a good one, who cares, next play.
Going along with the idea of taking tough shots, if my memory serves me, statistically, you had very few turnovers last year. I mean, like almost none. Was that because you didn't do much with the ball as far as passing it and stuff like that? Or is that something that you had worked on and put together? Say?
I could say it's a little bit of both, but also in the same token, though, I don't ever try to take unnecessary risk or chances. So, I'd rather play it safe than try to do something extra.
Seth, when you ultimately decided to stay, you and Kobe came in together. Did you guys have any talk about, remaining committed to this program?
Yeah, that's my best friend. Like, that's my best friend. That's like my brother. So obviously, a lot of the things that we did, we talked about it amongst ourselves, and once we both said we were both all in, and it wasn't no turning back.
So obviously the news yesterday with the Raekwon, how much does that? I'm sure it changes rotations and things like that, but can you kind of give us a sense of like, is it drastic changes? Is it just a matter of new guys kind of stepping in? Just if you kind of just take us through the philosophy there a little bit.
Obviously now everyone does have to step up and be prepared. But a guy like that, that's tough.
Yeah.
A guy that could do what he does on the floor. that's tough. But like I said, everybody's just, we're going to pick him up, as we go. And hopefully he could join us. But we're going to all be ready, though, at the same time.
Battle out, does that impact Kobe the most?
I think it's an impact for everybody.
Okay.
Honestly, I think it's everybody. Because not everybody's going to be in a position to do, something maybe they're not comfortable with, which is fine, completely fine. That's what we practice for. That's what we come together for, pick each other up and do stuff like that. But, I think everybody's impacted.
Seth, thank you.
No problem.